All right, y'all. How y'all doing today? So we here again. We here, y'all. We here. So tonight gonna be like I wouldn't even say a main event because it ain't even the end. It ain't even over. It's just getting started. And it got really messy last night, like real messy. Not even just the episode, but it got messy after the episode. So or during the episode, however you call that, but it got real messy last night. And today we're gonna be talking about Love at the Lockup season 4, episode 43. Family Lies. This is the review / drag, because you know it's gonna be a lot of dragging going on tonight. This morning. And let's go ahead and do this for you. We're gonna click off with this 30-second intro, and I will be back in 30 seconds. If you are new to the channel, please sub to the channel. If you ain't new, please sub to the channel if you're new to the channel. And also, if you new up in here and just sub, please hit the thumbs up. We like to get that started right out the back of the gate. So let's go ahead and kick off this 30-second intro and get this show started. We all ready? Let's go. Jill Malik. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Let's get these morning shout outs real quick. We're going to kick this thing right off. Rochella, what it do? Peace and love. Sherry, what it do? Yuli, Infamous Kiki, what it do? Peace and love. 64 Dark Horse, Maybelline, peace and love. Lil Petty, Beverly, peace and love. Melissa, Diane, 64 Dark Horse, Carla, Big Skip, what it do? Peace and love. Janae, peace and love. Michelle, what it do? Peace and love. If I ain't say you already. XXX Miss Sanchez, peace and love. Jasmine, what it do? Cheyenne, peace and love. For sure. Jasmine, I think I shouted you out, but if I didn't, peace and love. Bobby, what it do? Peace and love. Roy, what it do? Michelle, Boo Collar Scholar, what it do? Peace and love. Ladies and gentlemen, watching the video saying hello from Illinois. Dot, what it do? Peace and love. GSP, peace and love. Peace and love. Kendra, what it do? Peace and love. Man White, what it do? Peace and love. BB, what it do? Peace and love. Let's go ahead and get this thing started off. So the first couple I want to get into and I want to talk about, and they really didn't have that much to talk about last night, but it was, I ain't going to drag them too much because I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give Chance a chance last night because I like what he did with his son. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty cool. But let's get into Chance and Taylor. Now, Chance and Taylor, the only thing that I'm gonna say about Taylor, I'm starting to like Taylor a little bit more because she calling Chance out on his shit, on his bullshit. Now, Chance be lying. Let's get this right. Taylor said he living in a fantasy world. She was like, yeah, you know, Chance, what's up with Pulls My Teeth? She was in GSP, what it do? Tamara, what it do? I see you. Just came in the building, all three of y'all. Renee, peace and love. I see you. But Chance sitting up there lying like a mug. You hear me? Like. But before we get to him lying, let's talk about the fact that I see why he paid for that ticket to get his son out there, because this man had no relationship with his son ever since his boy was 2. Now that boy look like a grown ass man. That's a grown man. And I'm like, damn, how long have you been gone from this boy life? But still, I'm gonna say this. At least he making shit right. You know what I'm saying? Like you better pay for his ticket. That how. Now that's what I was thinking. Like, man, has he been in his child's life or not? Like, I didn't know, but now that I see, hell yeah, he better. I don't care how much money you don't get, you better come up with something. And shit, he came up with something and paid for that little boy to come. Well, that grown man, his son, that grown man to come now. And hey, you know, Chance was hurt from that. I was like, damn, I can only imagine. Shit, you got to understand, you fucked up. You've been going at this boy's life for so long, like in. Chance was like more hurt at the fact that he's like happy that his son didn't become like him, which is understandable. And you didn't help with it, but shit, you got to. I think Chance want to get back around the mother to tell her thank you, you know, because he ain't did shit. He know he ain't did shit. So the best he can do is try his best. But then when they went to that, when he went to first take his son out somewhere, like somewhere to just sit down and stuff and talk, he started crying. He was like, damn, man, I've been in and out of prison for that long. See, though, I'll tell y'all fathers and mothers, y'all stay your ass out that system. You hear me? Because especially if you got kids, stay your ass out the system. It don't look good. But he was like more hurt from him not being able to be there for his son and just forgetting his son. You know, but basically you just forgot your son like for all them years. Like you were just doing what he said. He was addicted to those pain pills. Like he was like, I was addicted to them pain pills and don't do pills, son. He told us, so he was like, oh no, but he told his dad, don't mess up again. He's basically telling his dad, don't mess up again with them little girls, because that's the first place his son went to. Stop by the place where he get to see all them little girls and stuff, and like see his basically his second family. These ain't even his kids, and he get to see his girlfriend, which is Taylor right now, pregnant. And so he's looking like, damn, he got a whole family already and shit. But I don't know how he was thinking, and then he got a whole nother baby on the way. Hell yeah, you need to reconcile with that and fix that your relationship with your child, which he did last night. I do condole in people fixing their relationship with their kids, regardless of what. Even if you ain't been there for your child since birth, damn it, you better get back in your child's life, because you don't know how that shit feel. If you trust me, I know a lot of people who dad and mama ain't shit. I hope they fix it now, but I know a lot of kids that was my age at the time. They grew up and they ain't had their mama or their daddy around and never knew them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, how the fuck you go through life like that? Like, and some of them, sometimes they end up in the street. Sometimes they end up doing better. But still, it defeats the purpose of not having both parents in the house, or just one parent and then knowing both parents. Even if you got one in the house, shit, you better know your other parent too. Like, at least go visit them on the weekend or her on the weekend or something, or talk to him on the phone, something. But damn it, Chance ain't even been in his child's life. I don't even think he called the boy. I don't know. I don't think he called him at all. And the boy was like, yeah, it kind of hurt me knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else was having their father and their mama around, but I ain't had mine. Like, I ain't had my father, you know what I'm saying? And so he's not, I can see his son, that boy was raised right. He's not even tripping really like that. Like, I can tell he probably hurt, but he not going hard on Chance. He's like, you know what? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Your ass is on them pills and shit. You get in and out of the system. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, the reason why you went in my life, but I'm over being mad at you. I'm just happy to have a relationship with you now. And I was like, you know what? That's a man. That's a man. And then that's a man right there. But so Chance cried and, he hugged his dad and stuff like that. That was a very touching moment. I was like, you know what? That's cool, man, to see them two, it's always good to see a parent and a child get back together after so many years not being around each other and not having animosity towards each other. You know what I'm saying? That's always good. But then they went out to eat, right? They go out to eat. Chance at the table, he buying all this food. Now, Chance, you might be happy you're around your son and shit, but you keep forgetting. But y'all, forward story, Chance and Taylor is doing damn good. I got the picture. I didn't want to post it because I didn't want to put all they shit out there like that. Like, it was a lot of stuff. I was on some stuff, you know what I'm saying, with the address and stuff. I'm not going to dox people like that, Yeah, but they doing good. Damn it, he texted me and showed me the pictures of everything that he had going for himself. And I was like, you know what? That's good, but I told him straight up, don't your ass spend no more money on Mastercoin or whatever that name of that damn game is. You can stay away from the game shit. You cut off. But yeah, they doing good. But I'm gonna say this. When he was there ordering all that food, he was forgetting at the time that, dude, you was in hella debt right now. Like, pay your debt off. Man, they came around and got to get in the car. He was like, this car got 30 on it. This car got 6 on it. Where your card at? I'm like, damn. He done took Taylor's card, his card, and both of his cards, and her card. I'm like, damn, they got to pay for 3 cars, got to pay for this. Dude. Y'all shouldn't even bought this dinner tonight. But they go take the card, and Taylor got mad. Taylor was like, why are you looking like that? Why you gonna ask her why the fuck she looking like that? You know why she looking like that. You took her card and swiped her shit too. You probably maxed her shit out. You know what I'm saying? So she was embarrassed. Like, she was embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? I felt embarrassed for him at the time. Like, damn, man, this dude done put out hella cards for this man to go get the car. I hope nobody didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, And it was hella people around too, and there was the camera crew. I'm like, man, I know people was watching y'all. You pulling out all them cars. I was like, ooh, wee. But yeah, that was terrible, Chance. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a bad look. That was real bad. But they doing good right now. Not gonna lie to y'all. Give y'all a forward story. They doing good. They Chance done got his ass up out that debt, most likely. I'm pretty sure he got some little day. He probably hiding it from me. But Chance gonna talk about some, the reason why we named our son Mason is because what he said, my grandpa uncle or some shit, he got the going back into some shit. Yeah, he was da-da-da-da-da. Man, Taylor came up on that damn black screen and said, yeah, I like to let Chance live in this fairy tale land. Chance be lying. I said, dang. But you know what? You gotta love it, though. That shit was entertaining as hell when she said, Chance be lying. I said, damn. She just clocked his ass. He clocked the shit out of Chance. And then they go back to looking at Chance. I was like, damn, he look like he lying right now. That shit had me rolling when she said that. Hold up. But yeah, that shit had me rolling when she said he be lying. I fell out my seat last night. But next couple we want to talk about. Let's go to the next couple. Because that was a lot to take in right there. That was a lot. Next couple is going to be Puppy and Eric and Amber and T, whatever his name is, the snitch. So Amber is doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? She done met up with her friend. She talking to her friend about what happened between T and them, and and how T told, and the friend is just looking like, yeah, I gotta be careful around y'all motherfuckers. Like y'all out here snitching. You hear me? They out here snitching. T out here telling, yeah, TC the snitch. You hear me? On me, that man done told. He told on the game, but he giving up game. But she said I got mad at TC and I cussed him out, and the friend just soaking it all in. Like, damn, you. I know the friend probably was looking like Queen was looking like, damn, you. Yo, man, your husband a snitch. Like, you gonna stay with him? Like, she ain't even saying that. She just like, she was like, is Puppy all right though? She worried about Puppy. Like, man, where the homie at? Who snitched on the homie? We gotta go take him out. You hear me? We gotta go do this. We're gonna be looking at 10 or 30, but we gotta do this. No, I'm just playing. But well, yeah, it's all bad. It's all maybe 20 to 40, but it's all bad at this time. Like, she calls Puppy, and Puppy answers the phone. She's like, what are you doing? And Puppy just cleaning up the house. I guess Puppy was calling Amber all last night because Puppy's smart. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I might think Puppy, some people might think Puppy ain't all the way there, but damn it, she's silent smartness. Like, she's one of them type of people where I can tell she's quiet. She's very quiet before she does anything. And so she basically then been on the phone with the other woman, with Eric's ex, the one he's supposedly divorced. She's on the other line with her, and the girl done put her on a 3-way call with Eric. Eric done been out here cheating, going to see his ex-wife. Most likely, it sounds like she said that Puppy said on that phone call, she heard that they was arguing about how they gonna have sex. That's how they gonna be fucking. That's what it sounded like to me. Heather called him and was talking to him about on a 3-way call, talking about having sex. They arguing. Who goes after who after at last week? That's what they said. I said, whoa. Yeah, they was having sex. That's so Puppy has been getting cheated on. Now Puppy in the back smoking a cigarette, cutscene. She in the back smoking a cigarette. And Eric's in the back. Puppy come up and was like, hey, I want to go see my mom today. He was like, oh, that's what you want to do. You can just see they not gonna last, really. You can just see it already. Like, they going through this moment where it's a moment of silence, that awkward ass silence in the house with two people who used to love each other. It's not there. But She's like, I want to go to my mom's house real quick. He's like, oh, that's what you want to do. We can go right now. Just let me know when you're ready. So they go to the mama house. The mom's asking the question like, so how y'all doing? He was like, oh, everything is peachy. It's fucking great. Everything is good. Oh, baby, I got to go to use the restroom. Let me kiss you on your forehead. And then you can just see how she was sitting there with her eyes open like, I need a way out of this relationship, mama. Like, without even saying nothing. But she broke it down to her mama like, hey, I was on the phone with his other ex-wife. And he has been talking to her, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to be with him really no more. I'm trying to find a way out of this relationship from dealing with his ass. He cheated on me. I said, damn, Eric, been out there cheating. So yeah, that's hard to get over. You can't just cheat on somebody and expect them to get over it. Hell to the no. But Eric cheated on Puppy last night. We found that out. He been having sex with his ex-wife. That's what he been meeting up, acting weird this whole entire time. He's been doing that. So now she gets back and he was like, it's time to go. They cut scene that didn't even we see him sitting by the car. Hopefully Puppy didn't get in that car. Hopefully Puppy said, you know what? Forget you. I'm sick of your shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of you. You cheated on me. She should have hopped up and said, yeah, Puppy did, Beverly. I ain't gonna lie, Puppy did look like that. But and it probably not even be a physical. It might be mentally he's doing that to her. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I heard that's like both of them bad, but I heard that's worse. Like when you mentally do that to somebody, like that can tear somebody up, like in the inside, in their mind. That can mess. You don't know what the person might be thinking, but it's like this. I don't know. I hope she don't get back in that car. I hope Puppy gets some common sense not to get in that damn car and like go back to his house. Unless you going back there with somebody else to get your shit. That's what you need to be doing. Because leave him in the dirt. He divorced the woman. Why he divorced her and then still want to have sex with her? Doesn't make any sense. Let's move to the next couple. That's going to be Super Stupid Shawn and Sarah. Now, Super Stupid Shawn is, everything is kind of going couple static between him and Sarah. But let's not forget, Sarah's now in cahoots talking back to her ex that she didn't even fully break up with. She just went to jail and the relationship was over. Now, we're getting it up. She goes, if she's about to get she needs some breast right now, so she go ahead and get her that surgery. You know what I'm saying? To get some C cup, B cup, D cup. I don't know. So Shawn is confused. He's like, I don't know if you should get it. I like the size, but it's gonna be a lot of guys looking at you. And Super Stupid Shawn said, I'm gonna be jealous. All the guys gonna be looking at her boobs. Shawn, that was a super stupid statement. There's a lot of women out here with titties right now and big breasts right now. A lot of guys don't even give a damn about that. They don't even look at that. Now, when you talk about booty and they booty is outrageous, like stupid big, and they just walking, that's the only thing you can really see. Like you trying to look this way, you can just see something from over here, just boom, boom. Then of course people look at that like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, people look at that like sometimes people don't look at it like in a sexual way. They look at it like that is too much. Is it fake or real? You don't know what questions be going through. That be going through my head like a mug. If I see a woman like that, I'm like, is that even my wife beside me? I'm like, baby, is that fake or real? Like, she be seeing it before me. I'll be like, she be like, look at that. I'm like, what? She like, look at that woman right there. Look. I'm like, that might be fake. That's just too much, right? That's too much. That too much of that filler, whatever they put up in you, you know what I'm saying? That little needle, and your booty get this big, you know what I'm saying? All outrageous. But I think, Shawn, that was a super stupid statement for him to say, man, they're going to be looking at her breasts. If she gets some regular size cups, ain't nobody going to be, she got breasts. All women got breasts. Like, damn it, some don't, some do. But ain't nobody going to be just staring at her breasts like, dude, that shit, if men that do that, they're really perverted. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that for real. Ain't no man just sitting up there looking at no woman's chest like, man, you're perverted. Me throughout my whole entire life, I ain't ever seen a man look at a woman's breast, just sit there and look at her. I ain't ever seen that. Because I don't hang around people like that. Maybe it might have been the guy around me looking at some other woman like that, but that's like, I've been in the store or something, and I ain't know what he was doing because I wasn't paying his ass no attention. You know what I'm saying? But don't even know him, but Shawn be saying super stupid shit. That's why I call him Super Stupid Shawn. Now, Sarah phone blowing up. Phone blowing up all up in the place while she putting on a little cup thing. And she's like, hold on, y'all, I got to take this call now. Shawn is like, huh? Like, I gotta be worried. Like, you damn right you not giving your wife no attention. So yeah, you gotta get worried. And now she go in the bathroom, answer the phone for her ex. Oh, he was like, I want to see my daughter, and I'm out of rehab, I'm on probation, I don't do drugs no more. It was just last week you was in rehab. How the hell you just got out now this fast? It was just last week you was in rehab. What did you go in there for like 2 days and get out and do the same shit, do it up, and then I'm financially stable? How the fuck you financially stable and in rehab fucking up? That's when you at your bottomness. If you got to go to rehab, that means you at your bottom. You just spent everything on the dope, or on the alcohol. You just spent it all. I'm financially stable. I'm doing everything I can. Everything is going smooth for me. I just want to see my daughter. Boy, child support probably been eating your ass up to it. We ain't been on child support, but she go sneak. She was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna talk to my mom, see if she's ready. So they leave, and then she go talk to her mama. Her mama was like, whew. But you know what I like about Sarah mama? She's likable. Straight up, she was like, I can't stop this man from seeing his baby. What kind of mother would I be? How can I? What kind of human can I be? An inhumane human if I do some shit like that? I'm not finna stop this man from seeing his child. If he say he's ready to see his child, then shit. Yeah, I'm all for it. But am I for him as a person? Hell no. But shit, I'm not gonna stop him from seeing his child. I didn't give birth to this, but I ain't helped give birth to this child. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. So she's like, you know what? Let's do it. It's 128 people in here. Let's take a break, y'all, and hit the thumbs up, please. I like the way y'all flowing in the comments, but let's take a break and hit that thumbs up real quick. Let's just do that one to the 1, to the 2, to the 3, to the 4. That's it. We back. Now, I'm going to say this. Since they over there doing that, you know what I'm saying? Since they over there trying to figure shit out, the mom was like, so what about Shawn? She was like, oh, I didn't even tell Shawn. Oh, the mom was like, oh, Lord, they had to go to a cutscene. They had to go to a whole cutscene. You ain't even tell your husband about the fact that you sitting over here talking to a whole nother man. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's your ex or not, it's still you're communicating. At least Shawn, what I can say what Shawn has been doing, Shawn has been communicating. Shawn has been communicating when he talks to Kelly, or when Destiny was calling him, he was letting Sarah know, like, hey, Destiny just calling, that's Destiny. He didn't hide it. You were hiding this from this man, so you need to tell him ASAP. Now, we don't know what's going to happen because I'm with the mom. The mom's like, this shit don't even seem right. You know you're dead wrong. Let's go to the next couple, Justine and Michael. Let's get them out the way. Now, Justine and Michael, they're having a little bit of problems at the house with one of the kids. She found out one of her kids was on the spectrum or something like that. Like, that's why he's so clingy towards his mom. The youngest one. I know the second youngest one. He's been. They cut the scene because Michael went to reach in for a hug to him. Right? Michael went to reach in to hug the boy. Man, the boy like shit didn't want to hug Michael back. He was like, no. And then that's why she got mad at him and was like, why don't you want to hug Michael? He's trying to be there for you and be nice to you and da 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 da. So I told you they're gonna go through stuff with these kids. If it ain't gonna be right for these kids, y'all gonna have to fix this relationship with the kids too, damn it. It's gonna have to work with the kids too. But I'm gonna say this. I don't know how the way they gonna work in the house, and y'all give Justine a shout out. I hope that everything go right. With she going through some stuff in the hospital last night. I seen it on the live, but I wish you well, get better, get back on your thing. You know what I'm saying? Have that baby soon. But other than that, I'm gonna say this: they just going through a lot, and they planning on moving to another state. Like they said, Texas, Florida, and I forgot the other two names: Texas, Florida, somewhere else, because it's pretty cheaper to go other places instead of being where they at. They're crammed up in the house. You know what I'm saying? The house ain't big enough for all of them. So you know what I'm saying? Justine is just a bad mother. Damn. I don't know. I ain't gonna question nobody's motherhood, but our fatherhood. Let's if I see. For sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you come up here in a minute. We'll pull my teeth and speak on that. But I'm gonna say this. Hey, they want to move. The little boy, he want to go to any place. He ready to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? The middle child, he like, in Vegas. Vegas was one of them. They were saying Vegas too. They said, yeah, Vegas. They was like, oh yeah, we can go to Vegas, Texas, or Florida. Boy, they said Florida, the boy raised his hand. They said Texas, he raised his hand. They said, no, they didn't even say Texas. They said Vegas, he raised his hand. And they said somewhere else, I think Arizona. I don't know. It was somewhere else, but it don't matter. But okay, yeah, for sure. But they said all them places, and he was like, "Yeah, he'll go." But Michael got to talking to Justine after them kids went to bed and went down. He was like, "I'm gonna bring the Papa Bear claws out. My kids ain't gonna be acting like this." First off, son, that's not your kid. That's rewind back. That's you, the stepdad. You know what I'm saying? But in order to let her do that, you know what I'm saying? Let her do that. Now, if the dad is in that baby life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on with the correlations with how she said. Now, I done heard Justine say she gets child support. So that means this man has to be talking to his child. And for you to move out to a whole nother state, damn, I feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit sucks. It sucks. Yeah, it does. Because now what tends to happen is people are like, oh, you're a deadbeat. No, I'm not a deadbeat. Motherfucker, you left the state with my child. You moved away from where I was at. I didn't tell you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least you could have did was gave me my child to come drop my son off or let me come pick him up. But you know that, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all be careful how y'all do that shit for real, because don't get mad when you only receiving child support and your child ain't getting picked up. On me, that don't get mad. Be mad at yourself. You made that decision. Now you gotta lay in it. But I'm gonna say that one thing about you, Justine. You better make sure that you can talk to these kids' father before you get your ass up and just move like that. I don't care what type of relationship you have with them. That don't mean nothing. That relationship which y'all had together don't mean shit. That it's about the kids. Y'all need to have a relationship for the kids. I'm talking about both of y'all need to be interjecting in the child's life. So you got to fix that shit. You can't keep harping up on what they did in the past. That shit was the past. Y'all got to get over that, move the fuck on, and make sure that boy got his father in his life. She got her father in life. Hold on. Hello? Oh yeah, what's up? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to give you a minute. I'm going to call you in a minute. I'm on live. All right, yeah, for sure. I got you, brother. All right, blessings. Yeah, for sure. But I'm going to say this back. I'm sorry about that. I didn't answer the phone. So 145 people up in here since I have to answer that call. Hit the like button for me. Please do it. I appreciate that so much. Let's get back to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. But now, Michael, I'm gonna say this about Justine, because I was on some shit with you. You better make sure that you able to talk to them kids' fathers. On me, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You better talk to their fathers and make sure shit go well. Because if you don't, you can't be calling these man deadbeats if you then moved out to a whole nother state and then tell them about where their child was going. And they trying to talk to their kids and paying child support. I think it should be a law for that shit. Like, it should be, I don't know, it should be something going on. If you move, all the fathers need to move with you. You need to pay for them to move too. Or if the mama move, if the daddy moved in, he need to pay for all the mothers to move with him. You hear me? Like, it need to be a law for some shit like that for real. That something about that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to the last couple. And this is going to be the main event. Not Michael, I said Michael, but Derek and coconut breast Monique. Let's go to these two now. Oh yeah. So Derek is in the car with his sisters. They're like, oh, we're gonna talk to him, and then you keep seeing WETV keep skipping these scenes when they talking. Why y'all skipping the scenes when they talking? They not letting Elizabeth say what she was full. She said they the ones who started it. Skip, because yeah, they did this the last time. They made it to where it's so perfectly you don't hear that she misgendered her. You know what I'm saying? She mispronounced her. They do this shit. WeTV. Okay, so and they've been doing this all the time on their lives. I don't see how people not catching it. That's a man. You know what I'm saying? They having fun doing that shit. Why you think she mad at you? So they go out to meet. You know what I'm saying? They go finally meet right in the parking lot. I ain't gonna lie, Elizabeth got them hands. I don't care. People like, oh, that ain't down. No, that's not. Once you lose that down there, you are not considered that at all. No, once you lose, I'll say you're nuts. You're not considered that no more. You have no more testosterone in your body at all. So, yeah, people, and this is a thing for me. The transphobic shit, all that shit, bro. I don't condone in none of that. I don't like it. I don't do shit like that. talk about people because of they this and that, and all the homophobic slurs and shit. I don't like shit like that. So if you do that shit, don't expect it to stay down there in the comment section. I'm not gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. Y'all, you got to start respecting people. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. But at the end of the day, y'all have your own opinions. But me personally, I'm not going to have it on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I'm not going to have it on my shit. Like, nah. Because I got kids, man. So, shit, if they grow up and they want to do what they want to do, I don't want nobody judging my kids. So, yeah, that's how the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how the way I honestly feel. And I ain't going to change my ways about that shit because I don't know what the futures hold for me and mine, you know what I'm saying? So shit, I'll be damned if somebody do that to my child and run up on me and say, yo, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be in prison. Shit, all right, yep, for sure. You got that one. Mm-hmm. Sometimes words ain't words. Sometimes these people done lost their lives over shit like that. You know what I'm saying? For real. And it's been thousands of them people losing their lives, you know what I'm saying? For real. So let's not forget that. You know what I'm saying? Over these slurs and shit, like. Or they'll take their own, you know what I'm saying, unalive themselves, like, over that shit. So, yeah, let's not forget that. Like, I don't want to see nobody doing that to themselves. But I'm going to say this. They meet up. Shit. Elizabeth got out the car. I ain't gonna say she was right. Elizabeth was right for cussing her out and shit and, like, going hard. Because both of them was going hard. But I'm going to say this. When she was like, yeah, y'all started this. Y'all don't want to say that y'all started. Elizabeth, like, y'all don't want to say y'all started it. And she was, then they tried to deny. All Elizabeth wanted to do is to get y'all to say y'all started this shit, what y'all really did. Because your sister did get out the car, like, I'm trying to come over here and check people's temperature. Okay, AKA, if you tell somebody I'm trying to check your temperature, that means I'm trying to see if you trying to get down or you trying to be cool or what. But that's like approaching somebody with the wrong type of attitude. Gang members say that shit to each other. On me, gang members say, they be like, I'm just trying to check the temperature of the room and see if it's hot or cold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go back and look at that Young Chop and Jazz Prince Jr. Video when Jazz Prince told Young Chop, I'm just checking your temperature. On me, that ain't good words to say to nobody. Like, I'm trying to check your temperature. But somebody tell me they trying to check my temperature and we beefing, I might just punch you. Never know. I don't know. Like, you trying to check my temperature? What you trying to do? Check me? What? Like, what are you talking about? Check my temperature, man. Calm down, man. My temperature cool, but you trying to like punk me or something. You approaching me like you the boss dog on me or something. Like, don't do that. It's certain shit people do. Like, that energy comes off as I'm approaching you. Like, what it do? Like, is you gonna bitch up or are you gonna do something about it? Are you gonna bitch up? What? That's what you can say when you say check your temperature. That's what that means. Honestly, that's what it. I don't take it no other way but that way. So I'm like, who the fuck you about to check? So she kept saying, why you saying that? Then the other sister jump in. You put yourself into some shit you weren't even there to begin with. You got all this animosity built up and you like swing. You ain't gonna. They done got in the car. Monique then ran up to the car, like talking to Elizabeth and them, like, close the door. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. I'm like, Monique, if you was by yourself, you wouldn't have this energy. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have this same energy if you was by yourself. So stop it. That's what I be saying, bro, about people. Nobody's innocent. Let's just be honest. But I'm gonna say, damn, for sure, Monique and her sisters are not innocent at all. Like, no, they're not. No, they not innocent. Like, no, hell no. I've been seeing this shit. I've been keeping up. They've been nitpicking at this woman the whole entire time while she's been on her lives. They go back and forth. Like Elizabeth's sister, it started, I think, too, with the internet shit when she put when Elizabeth when hold the fuck. But it started when she went on that damn thing and put a picture of Elizabeth's face from back in the day on her shit. And then last night it got so messy. I'm gonna talk about that next. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that next. I'm gonna have to black the number out and stuff, but I might show that shit on here. You know what I'm saying? I might, because that what they did last night, they showed y'all who be really starting shit and kicking it off. So they get into the fight. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Elizabeth in the car about this time, they keep egging her to get the girl, like, you're not gonna hit me. You're not gonna swing though. Like, you're not gonna hit. Like, basically, you're not gonna hit. Another word to mean you're not gonna get in that blend and mix. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what the blend is from Jack and Ball Z when they be like, like that. The blend, like you ain't gonna mix, you're not gonna get in the blend. But shit, Elizabeth was like, what? Man, look, hopped out that car and ran right over there. Boop, boop, knocked her down. I was like, damn, well, you know, like, don't talk shit, because I can't say, like, I'm the LGBTQ community, they do their own fucking thing. So they consider their hands are freely to go on anybody. I don't condone in the man hitting woman or none of that shit, but I don't condone and none of that shit. But at the same time, when you are trans and you doing what you doing, shit, that's on you. Look, that's fair game. Straight up, that's fair game. I don't give a fuck with nobody tell me that's fair game. This is not a man to me. Honestly, that's a woman. Shit, you running up on a woman. On me. So that's fair game. Don't run up unless you don't want to get done up on me. Like, I mean, don't talk that shit. Don't talk shit. Don't be, because they was ready to fight Elizabeth. Let's just be real. They was ready. So shit, fair game. They done caught them hands, and now they looking funny. The girl done fell on the ground and start rolling and shit. The other sister, I'm to my little sister that came out of nowhere and jaw jacked her shit on the car. Bam! I'm like, ooh, the jaw, she bam, jaw jacking her, but she couldn't hold her down for too long. You know, I don't know if the hits was hard or not. You know what I'm saying? So she got up, boom, boom, boom. She holding on the little sister. Shit, Elizabeth taking on Elizabeth beating up Monique and her sister, whooping their ass. She boom, boom. They had to hit Elizabeth from the side. Elizabeth, pump, pump, pump on this one, pump, pump, pump on this one. I'm like, damn, she on y'all last. Y'all shouldn't be talking that shit. The next thing you know, she done went back over and got into the mix with the first one she dropped. Because she was running her mouth. You can't be running your mouth. She done went back over there and hit her too. Boop, boop, boop. Get off my sister. Boop, boop. I'm like, ooh, Derek. I see Derek pull his sister hair back, and man, that shit was messy. That shit was messy, but it was good for entertaining. I ain't gonna lie. But the W goes to Elizabeth on my mama, because hey, I'm gonna give Elizabeth the W. Straight up. Don't talk no shit and say what I'm not gonna do. Don't tell me if I done got in the car and I'm trying to calm down and leave this situation, like, let's go. But y'all instead of bumping y'all fucking guns, running your mouth like I ain't gonna do nothing. Of course I'm gonna you ain't gonna do nothing. I'm not finna just run away. You're not finna bitch me. First you checking my you ask, can I check your temperature? Then I get in the car. Then you try to tell me what you finna do, what we not gonna do. Like, okay, I'm finna hop back out the car and show you what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you what these hands is working with. Like, I'm not gonna just keep running my mouth. I'm about to run up on your stupid ass, and you better hope your hands is ready. Look here, she had to come with us. So I think Monique knew what her energy was gonna be like. Monique, you ain't even speaking for your sister. You supposed to shut your sister. That's the thing about it. This is between you and Elizabeth. You supposed to shut your sisters the fuck up, and you supposed to talk to Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? Woman to woman, y'all handle that shit. Woman to woman, I don't give a damn. Y'all handle that shit. You were supposed to talk to Elizabeth like that. Woman to woman, straight up, I don't give a damn. Y'all supposed to talk that shit out. You let both your sisters speak up for you. All Elizabeth said was, well, the reason why we really beefing, because she said it about Monique at first. They cut it. Then she said and then after that, she said that it went to after that. She said, see how the WETV be cutting shit. She was like, after that, you had told me you came to check my temperature. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that shit weird. Like, then they did the unthinkable last night. Come on, man, look here. I'm going to do this Twitter time, and we're going to drop this link. You know, we're going to do the Twitter time. But y'all, don't fault me for my opinion, man. This is how the way I feel. You can get mad, keep your ass mad where you at. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just stating the obvious. Don't talk shit and think that you can't get punched. You feel me? Like, I tell people this all the time. Don't talk shit to people unless you're ready to really handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, be ready. For real, be ready. But let's go. Especially don't try to egg people on to hit you or none of that shit. Of course it's going to happen. Let's go ahead and go here. So, you know, shit, hold on. I ain't even done with the fight yet. So they break it up. Elizabeth, I like the way she be acting like she hurt and shit, falling on the ground. She kicking the fuck out that car. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, damn, now that's doing too much. You're going overboard a little bit, Elizabeth. You going overboard. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had to do all that, but she did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? You were kicking the shit out that car. I was like, damn, like, oh, she ready to fight. But you know what? I'm gonna say this honestly. Yeah, that shit was entertaining last night, and then they broke it up. Her sister over there fixing her, but they got down. That's all that matters. Shit, at least I'm gonna say this. I respect anybody who get out there and fight without picking up a gun. Shout out to you, homie. Shout out, get out there and fight. Don't go pick up a gun and make threats and shit, because life is too short to be out here trying to threaten somebody, man. Go out here and fight it out. You know what I'm saying? Fight that shit out. Get that shit out y'all energy. Get that shit out y'all body. You know what I'm saying? And handle it and try to come better next time. Sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes people got to fight in order to love each other. And that, you never know how this shit might end. You never know. But from what I seen last night, it's going to end stupid. Like, that was the shit I seen that left field, Monique. We're going to talk about you next. Oh, yeah, I got a lot to say about what Monique did last night. That shit was dead fucking wrong. But let's do Twitter time. Let's go. Shawn Robinson, if you're reading this, I need you to ask this stable genius where she was June. Oh, no, this is the wrong fucking thing. Hold on. Delete. Hold on, that's the wrong thing. Here we go. Yeah, here. Why is these in here? Hold on. Okay. Hold on, what is this? No, this is the wrong one too. Why is these in here? Okay, right here. How I relax after a long day of bullshit. Oh, that's funny. She was not trying to leave by that car. Monique wasn't doing nothing in the fight but hiding behind her sister. Damn, all that big talking for that. That part, you was hiding behind your damn sister. Man, get this dumb shit up out of here, bro. Come on. Let me delete this. I forgot to delete it over here. That's what it was. Okay, yeah. And here goes these two dressed like they're robbing their own house. They did look like they was about to rob their own house. Like, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna stick the little one up first, and then we're gonna go up in the bathroom, tell him to be quiet, sit him down on the little toilet, and be like, sit in here. You know what I'm saying? And after that, we're gonna come down here, we're gonna take all the snacks, and we're gonna eat them up free. Hold on real quick. What was I at? Right here. Let's go to these ones. This Dahlia just watching these two burglars argue. On me, that shit was hilarious. In the kitchen arguing, then they laying down arguing. Nothing like relaxing after a long day of burglary. On me. Now, what a damn minute. Editing the baby was bald at the start of the episode. Either that baby is wearing a toupee or somebody is lying. Damn, yeah, that baby didn't have no hair. Remember last episode, that baby did not have no hair, but I'm going to drop the link right now. I'm going to drop this link. Let me drop the link real quick. Let me drop the link for y'all real quick. Hey, that shit was good. We got through it, though. We got through it. Yeah, we got through that. Let me go ahead and drop that link real quick. Yeah, y'all can come up here and talk y'all shit now. Y'all come on up and talk your shit. Hold on, let me see some. Oh yeah, let me bring him up. What pulls my teeth for the? I done clicked off. I tried to.
You don't click off. You run the show. Good morning, y'all.
Huh? Good morning, y'all. Yeah. Rory, what it do? Peace and love. Boy, watch out.
Peace and love.
Hey, if y'all got it playing on your TV, please do one thing for me. Turn your TV off and don't have two screens open on your phone. That's why I think I had an extra time. Miss Kiki, what's up? What it do? Yuli, what it do?
Hey guys. Hello. The echo is not me because I don't have my YouTube premium back yet.
No. Get back. No, yeah. Boy. Go. Play with your sister. He's playing with me. Okay, y'all go ahead. Sound off.
Y'all, can I just get Justine out the way so I can make it a nice so I can go back to being funny for the rest of the couples? Because the only person who I have real smoke for tonight is Justine. Everybody else gave me a nice hearty laugh last night. I enjoyed everybody's foolishness, but Justine really pissed me off when she tried to throw her child under the bus. Because that was low down and dirty.
Go for it. Go ahead. I'll sound off right after you.
Now, Justine trying to say that her child was on the spectrum. Girl, cut it out and step up and be. Now's the time to step up and be your mother. Don't put that blame on that. That's trying to say that he's on the spectrum and that's the reason why he's acting out. Girl, what are you talking about? You have 111 kids who you don't give neither one their own attention. Then you keep bringing men in and out the house, rotating them. And he has to keep trying to get adjusted to a daddy, he's tired of it. So don't try to that oh, he's on the spectrum, acting like that. It didn't have the nerve to tell Michael that he hasn't seen a proper father figure around. He's only seen me be disrespected. Well, girl, why has he only seen you be disrespected? Why have you been allowing your children to see you get disrespected constantly? Be a mother and step up, and you're the first point of contact. You're the first teacher in their life. You're the one who birthed them. So, girl, when it comes to all that, you're the first one in line when it comes to anything with your child, and everybody else falls behind that. So I'm gonna need you to really look at yourself, Justine. Stop putting the blame on everybody else but yourself.
And where are the kids' rooms at? Why is the kids always just out there in the living room listening to grown folks talk?
Exactly.
Why is the kids out there? I'm like, what they doing? Like, y'all ain't got rooms to go to. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Like
nothing.
The kids out there just listening to all kinds of life decisions going on. I'm like, yeah, we moving and we doing this and doing.
They keep dropping bombshells on them, Kiki. One minute y'all telling them y'all having a child. Next minute y'all telling them they moving. Give them kids a break. Give them a break. The daughter already cried to you the last time, telling you how much she felt neglected, and she's about to go to school. There's no change in that anymore. But you with your other two children, you can step up and do something. But yet you want to turn around and keep putting blame on this person. The children are the last straw. Do not put the blame on them children. Them children have nothing to do with nothing that's going on in their life because they have no control. You have the control. So how dare you?
Why are they moving again? I didn't really understand why Michael wanted
for
to
his
move.
rap career, honey.
Please, the non-existent rap career.
Have you still heard the single? Because I still have yet to hear the single. And yet they're moving.
My music wasn't
move away from his kids.
106 and ATF nonsense. Loser.
Yeah, what about his kids? That's why I didn't understand. I was like, so what about he moves away and then is he taking his kids with him or no?
It's crazy because
I'm yet to see her.
Unless they sign something, it's always confusing to me that you don't see any FaceTime calls, nothing. It's like his kids visited when he came out, and that was it.
Yep.
And now you're
I'm still waiting to hear. And I'm still waiting to hear from Kiki and Kibitz if this man is still paying child support. I made it a homework. I need to find out. Sorry. 7 kids and you're living this way. Like how? Where's the money coming from? Where?
I just need her to stand up and stop blaming everybody else for her choices.
Exactly.
I can respect Juju a lot if she would just say, you know what? It is what it is. This is what happened, and I'm moving forward differently. That's what always messes it up for me with her, because it's like you hold no accountability for your actions. Yes, the men probably talk to you crazy, but still, you were supposed to stand up. You were supposed to raise your kids. You sitting up here putting it off on Michael, like, well, you know, what she say? She said, well, you know, he's used to people talking to me like that. Okay, but they're your kids. You raised them. You have them. You have to stand up and raise them if you don't have the fathers. I was a single mom with 3 kids. I knew that they were my kids, my responsibility. And she just makes me so sick every time. And she just sits there and they always hugged up with matching clothes. And it's like, yeah, your kids are consistently seeing you run after men, and that's what they see. And I thought it was just the older daughter, because I feel so bad every time I see her on camera. I just want to hug her because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's probably experienced so much. But now you see that the other boys experience probably a little bit as well with seeing that.
Thank you. The children are experiencing the same thing. The crazy thing is they're all individual children. So they're going to act out their own individual way. One child is not acting like the other child. So she chose to just retreat and come up. Her other child is and have a hard mouth because he just wants his mom to constantly reprimand him and talk to him, because that's how he'll get her attention. And the one with the curly hair just himself, he's at the point where, like, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Your child that they feel neglected by you, but all in the individual way. But you have to turn around and blame your daughter for her whole thing. Oh, you don't feel like that. I love you in my own special way. Oh, you're bad because you're on the spectrum. Stop putting that on them kids. So then when they grow up and try to have life skills and stuff like that, they're gonna think something is wrong with them when they're completely normal and fine. Nothing is wrong with them. And I'm only getting so passionate about Justine's son because it's just like I was a mama's boy growing up.
Yeah.
My father left my household. I can remember him telling me, "You're the man of the house now. Take care of the house. No other man in the house. Whatever. Like you take care of this." So in my head, when other men came and when my mom was dating, I gave them hell just because I'm just like, well, I'm supposed to be the man in the house. So like you coming into my household messing my things up. I'm a child. I'm not knowing that that I'm not supposed to be thinking that way. I'm supposed to be doing my own thing. That child has no issues or nothing. Loving and attention of his mom.
And the thing is, you can tell that he just wants to be with his mom, but she's so busy wanting to be booed up that she just can't even focus. Like you keep trying to find people to raise your kids instead of you raising your kids. You are supposed to raise them. You got your mom raising them. You got your daughter raising them. Everybody else, so you can be booed up and be cute in the street. And you keep having these babies and don't have the foundation to be there. They want you. They don't want nobody else. They want you.
Justine to me just seems childish. Like she has the
She is
mentality
very,
of a
yeah,
of a 20-year-old.
Of a teenager.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
have a feeling of a
teenager.
Daughter acts
teenager.
older
The
than she
matching
does.
outfits, and I'm just like, girl, the
Yes.
matching
I
outfits,
feel
like what? Like I'm
when
like,
I'm
that's
watching
not
them, I feel like
something
I'm
a
watching a high school couple.
30-something-year-old does anymore. I'm like,
The
who does
children are
that at
raising her.
30-something years old? She's just childish. Like the way she act and relate to her kid is like she 20-something. She's like she's stuck in like being
Well,
a young person. And so
well,
I don't have no problem, if you're a mom, you want to date or whatever, but don't drag your kids to your madness though. That,
Yeah.
her daughter is very mature, but I'm sure because she be Justine be dragging her kids in grown folks conversations. A child need to stay in a child's place. Her kids
Yeah.
are all up in her life and her relationship and who she fighting with, and she mad at Michael's mom and then her daughter's right there. Why is your daughter? I don't need my daughter to be standing around with grown people. Like I'd be like, what are you standing there for? You need to go on over there with the kids. And they just, it's like she have her kids all up in her business. That's what I don't like about Justine. Because it's like her kids are growing up. They seem to be growing up a little too quickly. Like they know about her relationship in prison. And, then she dancing around with lingerie on and talking to Michael when he was in jail. And I was like, why is your kids looking at you wearing with your Tiggo bitties out and wearing, I'm like, what is happening? Like, what? Like,
She
girl,
doesn't.
why?
She
Like,
doesn't have
that's not
boundaries. She
necessary.
doesn't have
Push your
boundaries.
kids out the
To me,
room.
that
Get out the
to
room,
me, she
kid.
feels. Yep. To me, she feels like she's basically just using them like as a extra tag tool. She's stuck with them. She has to use them. That's why she's exploiting them. I don't think those kids want to be there. To be honest with you, I don't think they want to be exploited. They sure don't look like it. They
all
really
I'm
don't.
all I'm gonna say is this, because I was one of those kids that was dragged around in grown folks' conversations, and I grew up super, super fast. Like I completely lost my whole childhood. Like if anybody asked me about my childhood, I could only tell them bits and pieces, and everything else is just because I was dragged in grown folks situations which I shouldn't have been in at like at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old when I'm trying to figure out who the hell I was. And as well, my nephew is on the spectrum. My nephew's autistic, right? Smartest kid I know, love him to death. I don't think Justine's son is on the spectrum. I think he's just really frustrated because there's too many men being dragged in and out of that house, point blank, period. Because he's in those years that like him and his mama were close, and then all of a sudden they ain't close no more. And the way that Justine did stuff, it didn't sit right with all the kids, especially the oldest one that's gonna go off to college soon. Like most those kids should be going upstairs in the room doing homework, not being in grown folks conversations. Like, and I blame Justine for that. Like, this is just stupid.
That's bizarre to me. I can't believe people really had a kid. Like I know I've heard I wasn't raised like that. I was raised you go somewhere else. We didn't, I wasn't exposed to like grown folk stuff at an early age. So I kind of, even though I grew up in the hood, but I was kind of like naive. And the same thing with my kids. My kids are very like sheltered. Like because I think kids, they have a hard enough time in school with peers and all that stuff. Like they don't need to hear about mama's problems. Like, hear about what's going on in my life and my relationship issues. They don't care. And they not mature enough to really handle all of that. So I don't think, kids at that age are mature enough to be like really grasp the idea of, okay, we don't have a daddy, our daddy's gone, here come this other man that's in jail. That's a lot for a kid. I don't know if the boy's on the spectrum or not. I don't know anything about that. But if he is, that's even more tragic to me. That's if he is, because that means that her son needs more love and care, that he needs more time and attention with his mama.
Last night in the episode.
And it just made me sad, because I'm like, if he is on the spectrum, then he needs his mama more than anything. He needs his mom more. I don't need her going around wearing matching road worker outfits and talking about moving here and there and everywhere. If he really is on the spectrum, he needs his mama. And he really needs support.
Justine said it last night on the episode.
Yeah, she did. So if it's true, then that's even more tragic, because your kids like that need lots of attention. They need lots of care. They need help. They need and moving and rap career and new dad. And it's like, I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot for any kid, but much less for your kid on the spectrum. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot to deal with. That's a lot.
If he's on the spectrum, he's a routine. You keep disrupting this boy's routine. How do you think he's going to act? And then you get frustrated and try to act like his tantrums and stuff that he can't control is a nuisance and annoyance to you. And then you visibly display it. So all it's going to do is make him feel away. So Justine is just a despicable mother to me. I at this point I'm over her, and I that really pissed me off yesterday, because she almost had me, because I was laughing at her and everything when they was with the little dime lady, whatever you call the lady. She just in her faces had cracked up. But the moment she threw her son under the bus like that, I said, "Oh, this girl is dangerous. She is very dangerous." And Michael better watch out on the next book. I bet Justine will be tough off. He thinks she's brighter.
Yeah, because the thing is just like because you have to remember, you have to get permission from the dad to move to another state. And if your son's on the spectrum, this is why you have to do research before you move somewhere else, right? Is there services available for your son in Texas, Florida, and Vegas? Like, you need to know that. You need to know that stuff. Is the schools good down there? Because if your daughter's going to college, you have to go check out the colleges in the 3 states y'all are interested in. Like the University of Tennessee, you got to check Texas, you got to check that out. You got to check out the University of Miami in Florida. And you got to check out the University of like Las Vegas, Nevada. You got to check out the colleges or universities down there before you move, because you can't change schools last minute in the middle of an application, because that's going to cost you money. And if your son's on the spectrum, you got to check out if there's services for him. Like stuff like that. See, this girl should have not quit her job. Now she just looks stupid. You're going to move with what money?
What up, Nicole?
And I bet her mom doesn't even know what's happening yet. Her mom doesn't even know that her grandbabies are going to be going to across the country. I wonder how that reaction will be.
Yeah. Yeah, but can we get into what we want to talk about, though? I think everybody want to talk about this is the fight. I'm Michael, like, I ain't gonna lie, like that shit. It is what it is at this moment. Like, shit, ain't nothing we can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Shit, they're gonna have to handle that as grown ass people.
I'm sorry, it said that you were coming on at 10:50 or something like that, Gio.
Yeah, I wanted to do the fight. I ain't gonna lie. Let's talk about the fight.
Came in just in time.
Look, we ain't got a good fight since. Hold on, watch this. We ain't got a good fight since who was that? When old boy ran up on the other dude and punched him.
Oh, Kevin. Yeah.
Yep, Kevin.
No, that was Kevin. Yeah, Kevin.
It was Kevin. It was the other dude. It was another one. Remember, they was in the
the one she came out the halfway house or jail or something.
Yeah, it was in the back party ring.
Yeah, that was a good fight. That was a good fight.
Y'all, that fight, it was the city girls versus the weather girls. Y'all know what that fight was. Y'all know it was the city girls versus the weather girls. I was like, oh my God, that fight was on.
Elizabeth for her story, they had that form down packed. Elizabeth runs up and does the dropping. The little sister comes and does the finishing.
She was tagging her. She was
Right.
tagging her. Aubrey was getting it.
But let's
That's
start
what
off.
you call that's what you call pick up my light work.
Okay.
Right. She was getting to it, baby.
That's what
I think it's Sylvia.
Got dropped.
And you see,
Okay.
yep.
Okay.
And you see how everybody kept focusing on the head. They kept focusing on pulling the hair. It's like, why are we pulling hair?
Yeah, because I saw after they were scrapping is like wigs were shifting, and I'm like, okay, so now we're shifting wigs.
Yeah.
What?
How they fight so
What
good after
killed
smoking
you?
weed though? Yeah. Look, Big Skip even said Elizabeth was high as fuck. How did they fight so good after smoking?
Let me tell you something.
When she laid on that ground, it took me out. When she laid on that ground, I said, I can't.
No, she laid on that ground because she was out of breath. But the
Yes.
No, they knocked her over.
Yeah, but when Sylvia fell, as soon
was tired. But
as
here's
soon
the
as
thing.
Sylvia came out the car and Sylvia had fell on that ground, I said, I can't.
If y'all look at that scene when she was down on the ground, look at that scene again. And what happened was Elizabeth was stomping the door, and that's Kalani. She was so scared she didn't even want to get close to Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, they kept going in the car.
In the back seat.
She was backing up. I said, "Oh, see, y'all talk all this good game, and see, my whole thing is, I'm sick and tired of people saying she a man. Why she hit a woman? Let me explain.
No, not people. Say she. Monique.
You ignorant fools who are out here talking about Elizabeth's man. First of all, she transitioned when she was like 13, 14 years old. I am assuming at that time she started the hormones like a lot of them do. And at that point, she wasn't even developed fully as a man. So you can't even say that she so-called was a man and had all of this man strength. Get the hell up out of here. Elizabeth is a trans woman. And if you're going to keep talking mess with all three of y'all, it's like 6 people there. So I don't care if it was Shaq. At the end of the day, as much mess as you talking, you better sit up there
and you see Monique talk her trash from inside the car. When she got back in the car, she tried to talk her trash.
Sisters was there. Monique even went up to their car. You know,
I saw that.
To their car. She was talking all this mess, and then I found out last night Monique is the oldest. All that mess, her younger sisters are protecting her while Monique steps back. You rarely see that. Usually, the oldest sister is the one, like Elizabeth, protecting the younger ones. She's scary as hell.
Yeah, and then the thing is, they always try to sit up here and blame Derek for, okay, he's supposed to control his sisters. He's supposed to control his sisters. What about you? You are in the position too. You were supposed to, it was how the fight happened and how everything was kind of looking for us. It was like you were supposed to say, okay, I got this. Let me handle this. Give me a minute. And then you start to talk and handle the situation. But she sat up here, she brought her sisters up here so they can do something to him because she always want to fight. She always want to fight Derek. She always want to fight the sisters. She always want to fight. So you got what you asked for.
But check this out though. Here's the thing. If you notice, and I even said this on Elizabeth's page, if you notice, Derek's scared of Elizabeth too.
Yes, he is. He was scared. He was scared.
Whooping Derek's ass. You can tell she is the fighter in that family because
he was scared.
I see you said something that made sense though.
Huh?
And I seen what you wrote when you said something that made hella sense. You said, no, was it somebody else or was it you? You said everybody attacking what Elizabeth is doing, but what about the fact that Monique be talking about she gonna beat Derek up, like she gonna beat his ass, she gonna beat the fuck out of him, and she be really fighting Derek. Like this is what's going on behind the scenes. She's really fighting. What can he do against her though? Like he can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a fuck how manly Derek is. He can't whoop no Monique.
Yeah.
He can't.
That's all she
It's
got to
so
do is just
true.
grab
It
him.
is so true.
Yeah.
Like even in
And
boxing, there's lightweight, heavyweight, and
that's
super
one.
elite. Like that's crazy. Like
Yeah,
That's
but
like
then you
comparing
also
Chris
have
Rock to Will Smith. That's like
That's
right.
comparing
why
the
we got
slap to
look,
Chris
hold on.
Rock and Will
One
Smith.
at a
Let's be
time, real
freaking
quick.
Yeah.
One at a
honest
time.
here.
One at a time, y'all. One at a time. I'm gonna say
but
this.
then
I'm
you
gonna say this
also
one at
have
a
the
time.
fact.
Hold on. I'm
Oh,
gonna
go
say
ahead.
this. That's why we got weight classes. We got weight classes in boxing. Like shit. That's it's a reason for weight
Yeah.
classes.
Who said that?
But
But
there's a
then
way
she
to
Yeah,
take her
also
put a
down.
knows.
There is
heavyweight
a way to
together. That
take her
doesn't even
down,
make
though.
sense.
There's a way to take her down, though, because the thing is, as you can see from that fight, even Elizabeth was still slow, but they still couldn't catch up with her. Elizabeth was not like extra fast. She was still taking
Right.
time, and Monique and
Yeah.
them couldn't even
That
catch
was the
up with
slowest
her.
fight.
They
That
could
was the
not
slowest fight.
move. So trust me, there
Listen.
is a way to take her down because they
Yeah.
don't have the speed to really fight. Now, if
big
they get both of you, that's different. But even in this situation, I'm sorry. How the hell you gonna talk all that mess about what's up? Like you about to take off your jacket, and the first hit Elizabeth give you, you fall.
You
to
drop. You drop.
the
You drop.
you fall straight.
And
to
they
the
thought pulling their hair was gonna slow them down. They said they thought pulling their hair. But see, the thing that they also have, the advantage that they also have, is the fact that Derek is gonna only do so much because he don't want to go back to jail. So it's like
had
that's
nothing to
his
do
whole
with
He on
jail.
parole at that time.
process.
He shouldn't even be involved in that.
I think
Right.
he's scary. I think at the end of the
He's
day,
very
like
scary.
Elizabeth has constantly said, Derek's not a fighter. He's not a fighter. So at the end of the but what I will say is this: he did try to protect that little sister though.
Yes, he
But the
did.
little sister's only 4'11", and he did pull Monique's sister's hair.
Yeah.
He really did. Now, whether it was
Yeah.
accident on purpose, but he made sure he went to go his little sister's defense
Yeah.
and try to
He tried
Cause that was
to defend
ridiculous.
Elizabeth
Like
as
she's
well.
little. I
Yeah,
think
he
that she
tried
was
to
so
defend
weak
Elizabeth.
for even touching Aubriana. Aubriana is little. Like, I'm not even as big as the sisters. I would never touch someone that size. That's a weak person to do that. I'm sorry.
Held her own though. That's the thing. How is it that you're dealing with someone who's 4'11", look like she probably about a size 4, and yet
Okay, like 100 pounds the most, maybe 90 pounds.
she held her own? So that tells
Oh
you
yes, she did.
she
That sister couldn't even get her down. That's crazy.
They,
That sister
they
couldn't even
should
get her
the
have
down.
ankles though. That's why they were pulling her hair, because they knew they couldn't do anything else. So they had to pull her
Exactly.
hair.
Elizabeth,
Exactly.
that had to be the most hilarious moment when she was like, "Well, get out the car and swing." She said, "Okay."
And the thing is, you see Elizabeth running towards you, and you're not ready, and y'all quote unquote fighting. No, she would have been rendered with a punch as she ran up on me. Like, no,
But she
Elizabeth,
had
you
to.
serious?
She had to.
No.
She
But
had to.
Crazy. Like, I don't know where they're not representing Chicago. I don't know where they live, but they're not representing. Like, stop. If you're not about that life, stay in the car. The streets have sidewalks. Stay in the car because they cannot fight. Do not do that. Like, that was crazy.
No way they
What I
from the
can
city.
see,
No, like who does that?
And then
They're not provoked. I don't.
and that's
You know,
how
I
you know they
understand
know
that
the
there
law.
is the talk about testosterone, but their own mother got killed by a man. We don't know if he was whatever he was orientation, but people who get provoked will swing regardless. So a conversation of what people should and should not do. When provoked, not everybody has the emotional discipline to walk away. So people must realize, like, being antagonizing is not the best chain of action. Is this really not?
But here's the
from
thing.
what I can see,
Elizabeth was
Monique
jogging up to them. She was jogging up to them. It wasn't like she was in high speed. They had plenty of time to get ready.
Yep.
Go ahead, Ramona G. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, from what I can see, Monique, she's scary as I don't know what, because she was fighting behind her sister, reaching around, trying to hide behind her sister and fight. She's scary.
Hell, yeah.
Most of them,
It's true.
she and her sisters are really scary. They're more about threatening people and scaring people with their size.
Yeah, exactly, Ramona. They think their size is the intimidating factor.
Right. But they saw tonight that their size really, it was a kind of hindrance because
It don't mean a
the
thing.
first lick came down and who went down.
On the
Ain't nobody
ground.
scared of weather girls. Ain't nobody scared of them.
I think they're so
Like,
used to
Like
intimidating
everybody else.
people, and
weather
people
girls.
are
They
not
lost girls
responding.
somewhere.
They didn't expect them to respond. They probably used to doing that, and people would be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna fight them. They're too big." But those sisters
Right.
didn't care. You see, Monique could only smack up Derek. She couldn't smack up this any man. Let's be for real. She could only smack up Derek. Probably why she liked little guys, Derek's size, like for real, for real.
But here's the thing though, if you that size and you maybe can't necessarily use your fist, you should know how to tackle somebody down to the ground and use your weight to your advantage. The fact
True.
that you did nothing, you didn't even pinch her, okay? I'm just like, you didn't get not one lick in. She came over there and wrecked shop on y'all, and I didn't see you even touch her in any way, shape, or form. How is it that you talk all of that mess and you can't come to somebody and just take their body and tackle them down to the ground? You got the weight advantage. You have the weight advantage. So to me, I saw that, and when I saw that youngest sister who was talking all that mess fall to the ground, I laughed so hard.
And she wasn't even
Yeah, that
present
was
from the
funny.
beginning.
I laughed so hard.
That's how you know they can't fight. They don't have no experience in
Also,
fighting.
the sister who had the most mouth wasn't even there when the whole thing initially set off. So
Exactly.
you sitting there trying to get the story, but you hyping everybody up. Girl, you wasn't even there.
Exactly.
Right?
You would have been
Right
hard to
there.
miss. You wasn't even there, but you got the
Yeah.
most energy and the most smoke. Sit down.
Exactly.
And she
Their
did.
sisters
Exactly.
came to
She got
fight.
sat down. She
Their
did. She got
sisters
sat
came to fight. They came to
She
fight.
flopped like a
Look,
whale.
he
Man.
pulled
Flopped.
up. Derek's sisters was dressed like either they was in the Matrix or John Wick. So anytime, look, it's a PSA for you people out there. If you pulling up and your homegirls and your sisters get out the car with ski masks on and leather outfits, they looking like Trinity from the Matrix. They looking like they belong in some John Wick movie. You just keep driving.
Hilarious.
But hold
Derek
on.
should have just
I'm gonna
kept
tell you something.
driving.
I can't
Keep
agree with
driving.
that, infamous Kiki. I can't agree with that. You know why?
Exactly, Gio.
Because
Tell
I know
us.
women. I know women. Watch this. I know you say they can't fight. I can't agree. You know why? Their nails was done.
Exactly.
Their nails.
It don't
Their
matter.
nails. Women don't like to fight with their nails done like
Yeah.
that. Like them long. They
Put your
I know
new
girls go cut
Exactly.
their nails off
Well,
quick.
no, Elizabeth
Here's
did
the
say
thing.
that. Elizabeth did say that that was her
It ain't
sister's
nothing that can be
birthday.
done.
They
She
kept
said
saying
that was her
no,
sister's
because
birthday.
Elizabeth kept saying that they felt like production set them up. It was Poo Poo's birthday. I really don't think that they had the intention of wanting to fight. That's why they said in the car, and they kept saying in the car, "You sure they don't want to fight? Like, what is going on?"
Exactly.
I think Elizabeth, with her intuition, said something don't feel right to me. So I'ma just make sure that my hair is in this ski mask because something don't feel right. And it was Poo-Poo's birthday. But so she was like, I'm gonna stay fly. But you don't get, as somebody who's a nail connoisseur, I'm not getting $300 worth of nails done just to know that I'm about to wreck shop and my nails gonna be bleeding and stuff like that. I really did, because honestly, when Elizabeth got out the car, she said, "Hola," and she waved. She was like, "Okay, let's talk." But when it got to the point that they didn't want to take any accountability and they started popping off and they was going back and forth, that's when Elizabeth was like, "Okay, y'all back the hell up. Let me go back into the car because it's about to turn into something else." That's why she went back to the car. If she really
Elizabeth,
wanted to fight, she would have got out that car immediately and started punching.
Yeah.
Elizabeth
Well,
came.
I'm just saying, me personally, if you come pick up Kiki, like I say, Gio's having beef with somebody online, and he come to my house, and I have a ski mask on. And look,
That's
I'm
no
just telling you,
time.
if I got a ski mask on, it's finna be some smoke. Okay, all the smoke in the city. Like if I don't care what kind of nails I get done. I got some black leather on. I'm looking like Trinity from the Matrix. Look. Yeah, I got some tennis, and they had some tennis shoes. They didn't even have no heels on, y'all.
She came just in case.
They came ready
Just
just
in
Listen,
case.
ain't
Just in
nothing
case
wrong.
you come out.
Exactly. Ain't nothing wrong
Keep on
with
rolling.
being cautious and still
She
represent
had
yourself,
that
my man. Because
intuition that something wasn't right. She knew something wasn't right, but she said, "Let me be cute, but at the same
Yeah.
time, if it goes down, I'll be prepared."
She was prepared.
that's why you always used to
I
carry
look
a little
like
jar
Big
of
Bird,
Vaseline
a
with you
Big
just in
Bird Ninja
case.
Turtle.
Yeah.
And that
You
fight
ready
was
so you
not
don't have
fair.
to get
That
ready.
fight was a not fair fight. Y'all damn well know that fight was 7-on-2.
Yes,
Monique
sure
counted 2
was.
people. Monique counted 3. And the other sisters count as 2.
They're
So
more than
that's
1,000
not
pounds
fair. It was
combined.
7
I
on
see
2.
people calling them 1,000-pound sisters. They're more than 1,000 pounds.
Right.
They really are.
Sumo wrestlers for real.
Right. Them
One
are
at a
sumo
time, now.
wrestlers.
One at a time.
Oh,
I
sorry.
just don't like how I just don't like how Monique blindly had her other sister getting into that foolishness. Like you didn't even warn her and tell her. She just coming blindly supporting you and going down for you, and that's crazy. But the thing is, it's like with Mo had they back the same way that her sisters keep riding for her.
Hell no. And she the oldest. That's the crazy part. She the oldest. Here's the big kicker. And I know Gio saw it. Well, no, Gio, you blocked from her, but I went on that heifer's page. Monique.
Don't say it on here. Don't let her know your real name on Instagram.
I'm not. That's why I changed my name. That's why I changed
watching
my
my
name.
shit. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. You know she be watching my shit.
Uh-huh.
She be
That's
watching.
why I changed my name.
But here's the thing.
Don't say your Instagram
Don't
name
tap
on here
me.
because she gonna block your ass.
I went
Right. You're blocked.
And
Baby, you be blocked before you get off this live.
Okay, I went on her page, and these heifers was the main ones who literally showed the clip before any of us saw the clip, right?
Mm-hmm.
They posted it on their page before WeTV did, as if they knew they won that fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. When they actually showed editing, because let me tell you something special about editing. The reality is I do feel that fight went longer than what they showed. However, with editing depends on 2 things: how much drama's involved and who the editor and the production people really like. Okay, if they don't like your ass, they will make you look horrible. In my personal opinion, it's probably a mixture of both. With that being said, as soon as they saw the footage that they showed last night, them scallywags get on live talking about something. She a man. She a man. That's the only thing they kept saying. She a man. I got pictures. She a man. She a whole man. She this, and I'm like, what does that have to do with y'all not getting even a lick in? What does that have to do with anything? Y'all just talking.
I think they was mad though, Yuli. I think they was more mad that they seen that video and they had to relive that scene of their sister getting her ass whooped. Because remember,
here's the thing, though, Gio. The issue that I saw in there when I was looking at their live, these girls really are jealous and obsessed with Elizabeth. It was just like, y'all hoes are really mad and jealous. You should not have this much obsession over her for you to really respond in this way. And you keep going, and they don't talk about Aubriana. They don't talk about her. They talk about Elizabeth. They are truly obsessed with Elizabeth. They just kept going on and on and on and on about Elizabeth, and then posted a picture. They posted a picture of Elizabeth when she was a young child, as if Elizabeth hadn't showed that picture her dang on self. Elizabeth has showed that picture before. So it's like, what's the big issue? Everyone knows, and she has even said that she was once a boy who has transitioned into a woman. So I'm confused on what you think you're exposing. But the obsession, when I was looking at that, I said they are really jealous of her. Like, I think
it's transphobia, Nicole.
And transphobia and jealousy.
And I think that's why they didn't, because remember how they did that where, you know, they allowed what was it, Nathan to say the N-word. I think they took that transphobia out because they didn't want no more smoke. So I think that was a personal thing, that's why WeTV took that out. But did you see that post and delete that Monique put on her page?
No.
Where she had all the pictures
that
of Elizabeth and the naked picture in the back. The last picture was a naked picture.
No, but so what was she trying to say? A naked picture automatically meant she was an escort or something? I'm confused.
Yeah. She was showing her. She had posted her escort, like her profiles. Her profiles on the escort site.
Like I said,
was it her only
in this life? What she has proven is that Monique has an ugly attitude and exposure to herself. Like, how can you do that to another person, dude?
Yeah.
No, and this is, mind you, this is a family of a person that she supposedly loves. So imagine what you would do to your enemy, my man. Like,
how about
the
this?
hell?
She took it further. She put the other brother, Darren, in it and said, Darren, the gay brother. She called him gay. She said that in her life. I said, so you just going after everyone, and he has nothing to do with it. You don't even hear him talking about her anymore, besides that one episode. And he was like, Derek's brother, Darren, you know, the gay one, the gay brother. I was like, really? Really? Like you?
And he clarified it. He
I feel
doesn't
like
have.
it's
They
Derek that allowed
clarified it
all
on
of
the
that.
internet that they don't have that. Like she's the only one that's only she's so far. She said it. None of her brothers are gay in her life. She said it. None of my brothers are gay. So how is it that you're like literally putting out this false information about his family, and he himself don't even have this, the how can I put this, the bright idea to even come up and say, yeah, whatever Monique is saying about my family is not true. They
Well,
she's
because
just bleaching.
he's a
Like
man.
at least take a
He's,
statement, my
He
man.
pillow talk. He pillow talk too much to her. He
he
pillow
do. He
talk
talks too
everything,
much.
and then she tell. And that's it's like I don't respect people who everything I tell you, just talking to you, bonding, and you coming to steal everything when you mad. I
Amber,
don't respect
same
that.
thing.
It's
I don't respect.
ridiculous.
Right. Amber do the same thing and then
Amber
try
do-
to act shocked. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like, and I've always said, don't get me wrong. I have always said, and even Elizabeth has said, Derek is the problem. Derek is the problem. There's no way of denying it that he is the problem. Because if you notice, while both of them was on live going back and forth, was Derek around? Where was he? Nowhere to be found.
Out cheating.
Exactly. So it's like at the end of the day, Derek
With
is
the white girl.
problem, but at the same time, even with Derek being the problem, I would advise people to shut their mouth if they don't have the hands to back it up. That's the biggest problem. At the end of the day, Derek is the problem. But if you're gonna be that stupid and listen to that man and listen to everything that he said, I would advise you to make
You
sure
gotta go with Sissy. Go with Sissy.
It's crazy.
don't run your mouth.
Don't run your mouth. And what's crazy is, Nicole, is that they keep mentioning her and Elizabeth. That
I can't hear you.
the moment they start fighting and stuff, oh, you only beating me because you a man. You got man all this stuff.
Yeah.
And you trying to throw the man back at the negative. So I'm not understanding which one really is it. Because
But here's you know why they have a big issue with it. You know why they have a big issue with it? Because all of their she's a man, you calling her a man, but she looks better than
I
you.
didn't do nothing to him. Hold on.
That's the problem. You keep calling her a man thinking that's degrading her, but the reality is she looks better than you. And that's what annoys the hell out of you, is that here it is that you see someone who was born a man who has transitioned to who she's supposed to be, a trans woman, and you literally are so upset because at the end of the day, if your ass walking in the mall and Elizabeth walking in the mall, Elizabeth's gonna get more heads turned than you.
Elizabeth is turning heads, boy. Not even turning heads. Elizabeth is breaking necks the way them boys are going to turn their head around, twist their head. They going to twist their head faster than a bop it.
That's her
problem. And then I think we said that a few lives back that the reason why is that when you look at Elizabeth, it's what Derek said his preference was.
Exactly.
And I think that's what it keeps hitting. That's what his preference was. And it's like the only thing you can't come at Aubrey, because if you come at Aubrey, then you have to admit that she's pretty. What else you got to come at Aubrey about? She's pretty. And Elizabeth is too. She's gorgeous.
What you gonna call Aubrey, a brace face girl?
Right. Yeah, and but the thing is, the reason why they're not coming at Aubrey, because both of them are beautiful. The reason why they're not coming at Aubrey, because like you said, at the end of the day, it will in their mind, if they come at her, it will only look like jealousy. But when it comes to Elizabeth, they're just trying to say that man put their hands on a woman, and you can see the transphobia all on social media. Like people were even attacking me when I was posting they got their butts kicked, and people was like, "That's the man, that ain't right." And I'm like, "Look, don't come at me with this nonsense." Like literally,
I agree. I can agree with that. That's why I say I don't like shit like that, because that's damn near bullying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're bullied. You don't want your child to be bullied. You don't want to be bullied. If you choose to do what you want to do in your life, don't sit up here and judge people what the fuck they got going on. Straight up, I don't like shit like that. Like, that shit, it bothers me and it saddens me to know that we live in a world where people are worried about what the next person got going on in their personal life, that they want to try to expose their personal shit. Like, I got a live coming up too at 10 something about Monique and what she did. And I'm talking about what Monique did last night. I'm gonna blur out the shit. You seen it, Nicole. I know you did. I seen the shit too. And I think they banned Monique dumbass for doing that shit. Because when did this ever become? I'm with Elizabeth all the way about this. When did this ever become about what she does for a living?
Right,
Exactly.
right.
Right.
So it
When
got
you
worse
see
last
it
night.
in the
I'm gonna
papers,
tell y'all
dude.
some, I'm gonna tell y'all some real
When?
shit. I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit though. Guess who I talked about this? I talked to my mother about this shit. I talked. My mother don't even watch this show. All I said was, yeah, you know, this woman, she's like this, but she's a woman, and this other woman that dates her brother sit up here and expose her business and what she do outside of the social media. My mom was like, that shit ain't right. She said, no, that's not right. My mom
Yeah.
said that shit out of her own mouth. She said that was that. What Elizabeth did, I mean, what Monique did is not right. It's not right. There's no.
It's
You're not gonna
dirty.
tell me that shit ain't right. You're not gonna
Yeah.
tell me what you exposing this woman's business have to do
Yeah.
with the show. Y'all fault.
Yeah.
I'm not exposing where you work at. That can, like, just like the thing.
Right.
Okay, Monique, since you want to expose people's business, where do you work at? You
Right.
had a job as
Right.
a receptionist, but are
What's
you
your
still
salary?
Employed.
How much you making
Yeah.
a year? What are
Yeah.
you giving to Derek? What is
exactly
expenses are being paid in your
asking
home?
those
Because
type of
you're
Bring
an
it
questions?
all
expo.
out if it's like
Yeah.
that, man. Let's do
Because
this.
She's doing
Okay.
stuff that's
you're
dangerous. She's
is
doing stuff that's
pimping
I
her.
can admit, with this
What
comment, what
your
Melissa,
sisters do?
Michelle just said, they're all wrong, but the way Monique aired Elizabeth's business out is wrong,
yeah.
and that puts them back 16 steps back because y'all supposed to be equally wrong, but you guys just went back so bad
Completely
to where
foul.
you're exposing
Exactly.
people. I don't give a fuck if people sell
Yeah.
themselves on the end. We living in a world with shit. At least you
Yeah.
gotta make it. You gotta get it how you live, motherfucker. Get it how
Right.
you live, but don't expose
Right.
the next person's
Make it
business
till
about
you
what they're
fake
doing.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
I don't that shit do not fucking sit well with me for trying to expose somebody and what they do in their personal life. It's not like this motherfucker went out here and hit a child or something, or they done hit somebody and kept going. They didn't do no crime against person. Why are you trying to expose people in their business, Monique? You fucking low. Oh,
But
Gio is
you know
cursing.
why,
I'm so
Gio?
sorry.
I know.
I'm
But
so
then you
sorry.
know the thing that
But
gets
I'm
me,
sorry.
it's
I'm
like,
sorry.
no,
Gio,
that's okay. But
because
the
she's
thing that
I'm
gets
sorry.
me,
I'm cussing y'all. I'm sorry, but I just want to
I
say
know,
this.
because it gets you there. It takes you there. She's
It
sitting up here
pisses
and
me off
she's known
because
this. Yeah. She's known this man
I'm
for
just
two
saying,
years.
for a
2
man
years.
like me, I'm a man, right? I'm a
Yeah.
man's man. I love doing
Yeah.
manly shit. I like going out into the woods and starting bonfires and shit and drinking a beer. You know what I'm saying? I love women so much. I love women, but at the same time, I'm not gay. I'm not part of the LGBTQ community. None of that. But I do respect everybody in their aspects of living. I respect your culture. I respect whatever you do. I respect your religion. I'm not gonna down you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna dog
you
you
know
out
why,
and be like,
Gio?
hey, what you're doing is wrong and what I'm doing is right. God
But
Yeah.
put us
you
all
know why,
together for a
Gio?
reason. That's how I look at it, and we all gonna be different. But at the
But you
end of
know
Right.
the day,
why? Because
what we
you're
should not do
confident.
is judge each other because God didn't give us the right to judge. Only He can do that on me. I'm not
Exactly.
here to judge you and talk shit and criticize and then put you
Yeah.
down on the internet to the lowest that you can get. And then that shit was low what Monique did. We're gonna talk about that next live. I promise you. I'm
But
sorry,
you
y'all.
know why, though, Gio? You know why? Because you're
Oh, I'm
confident.
there for that next life.
Who are attacking
Yeah.
the people who are attacking Elizabeth is because they feel inadequate in their own lives.
That
Exactly.
part.
You were confident in yourself and you knew that you could pull and you're successful and you're doing your own thing, you wouldn't be worried about Elizabeth and what she's transitioned to and
Nope.
what her lifestyle is. You wouldn't be caring about it. But because, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, most of the women that I have seen that's talking mess about Elizabeth, I'm looking at them and I'm like, I can see why you mad. I see why you mad.
Exactly.
It clearly, just even from your page and everything else, you don't have nothing else going on in your world. Like, you truly are, so because you're in, and you're looking at her and saying, damn, I may need to step my game up because here she is. Like, if anything, get some tips from her. You know, she can do some makeup, you know, she can do some bomb wigs and everything else. How about you learn instead of hating? But see, that's the problem in our community. Instead of giving love, we like to give hate before we give love. And hey, that is the problem in this situation. Same thing with Monique and her sisters and the other ones. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that you can say about Elizabeth. Elizabeth, they say Elizabeth, the only thing Elizabeth can say about Monique is that she's fat. But at the end of the day, fat versus misgendering someone is not on the same level. Like I
Not
have
on the
said
same
time and
level,
time
yo.
again,
Yeah, totally different.
getting this evil over her calling you fat, but you claim you're so confident. There is really something wrong with you. There's
They're
really
not they're not confident. You can tell that she's not comfortable. Neither of her sisters or herself are comfortable in their own body. The mere fact that as soon as she got money, the first thing she did was get a weight loss surgery. she wants to be this person that she claims she is, but there's a flaw with her and her sisters.
Absolutely.
We ain't heard
And
no
the
But
big
the thing is,
workout
it's mental though. So you can
sense.
get the weight loss service, but if you have not fixed it mentally, you're still going to be that person who
that
looks like what
insecurity.
we see. Yeah. So you have
Hmm.
to fix that. And it's like, everyone always wants to say, like, even after the fight, it's like, oh, Elizabeth, she always talking about Mo. Her name always in her mouth. I've been in her live. She doesn't. If someone says something about it, then she'll answer to it. But she's out, giving tips, talking about her life, talking about her family. I
Talk
love
about
listening to
her
her
makeup
live.
line. Her makeup
Right.
line is coming up. And
She gave
interesting
us the
enough,
tips on. She
Gio,
gave out tips on skincare. I'm like, I
Gio,
don't really wear a lot of makeup, but
Yeah.
I love the
but
tips that she gives. And she gives encouragement.
here's the thing.
I respect her because she doesn't. I think she's what, 33, 34. She does not seem like she is young. She seems like she has an old soul. I
But
love
here's the
that.
thing, Gio. But here's the thing, Gio. Well, she has an old soul because she was forced to grow up pretty fast
Yeah.
because of what
Yes.
happened in her life. But at the same
Yeah.
time, Gio, here's the thing. I remember when she was showing her brush line and her makeup line and her logo, right? And as soon as
Yep.
I said that, I told her, I said, you need to move in silence because as soon as you show this, watch Monique gonna talk about she gonna have her own makeup line and
Right.
stuff. And lo and
Right.
Yeah.
behold, Monique literally in that same day on that live or that next day claimed that now she coming out with a makeup line. They are obsessed. It
They
is
are.
ridiculous on how obsessed they are because it's just like anything that Elizabeth does, they want to piggyback off of it and try to make it seem like because they were born females, they can do it better.
That
No,
part.
no, honey. Like you really need to step back and fall back because you could tell Elizabeth has been working on this because those brushes and her logo, I was highly impressed. I said, well, damn. I was like, okay, Elizabeth, like you are really doing something. This is more than just this whole thing is if you're gonna get TV fame or TV attention, you better capitalize off of that.
Yeah.
And she literally was
Exactly.
like, this is coming
Yeah.
at you. And I saw those brushes and stuff, and I was like, these brushes is nice to wear. I would want to buy the brushes. Like
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
on her stuff. And that's what they can't take either. They feel so inadequate that the only thing they can do is just talk about Elizabeth. And that's the pathetic part about it. Point blank, period. But yeah,
But
she
But you, I
but
wish they
that's
would
how
show
jealousy
where
is.
they come from. I wish they would show their side of the family, where they come from. It seems like whatever their story is and why they think the first go to is to fight or to be confrontational. They don't have a point of, hey, hi, how are you doing? They don't have that point. They automatically go to 100. They want to fight. Just even when they got out the car the first time, you don't approach somebody with that kind of attitude.
exactly.
All they had to say to them was, we understand that you haven't seen your brother in 9 years, and we get that. But my sister came because she come this far, and maybe we can all go out and do dinner or something. They tried to totally exclude them,
Yep.
and the fact that she catfished him, and the fact that she didn't think that her putting her big face inside a camera up close didn't show what she really looked like, that tells you that she is not in touch with her reality. I told my husband, I said, if it wasn't for the fact that she was so nasty, I can like her, but I don't like her. I don't like her approach that her and her sister had. It's like they want to gang up on people. There's a difference. You have words, but when do you ever get to the point where you, as an adult, sit there and want to have a conversation instead of fighting something?
Well, I feel like Monique, while she's so busy trying to put down Elizabeth, she hadn't thought about the fact that her man been in jail for how many years, and we don't
9.
know what he might be messing with. So she
I
need to
think 10 years. He been in jail for 10 years, right?
Yeah, that's a long
Yeah,
time.
10 years.
now while she's
That's a
talking
long
about
time.
Elizabeth, she better check her man.
Hello.
I want to know
Well,
why it's okay for why it's not okay for Elizabeth to get into a fight with the sisters, but it's okay for Monique to put hands on Derek. Make
Right.
that
part.
Right.
That
Right.
part.
yeah.
It's his
Talk
That
life.
about
whole
all
part.
this man, but Monique
But
is
you know what, y'all save y'all energy
woo.
because we got
Yeah, we're
another
gonna
live.
get
We're gonna talk about this. We got a
how
whole
long
nother
when the
live.
live gonna be, Gio?
It's gonna be at 10:40.
Okay.
10:40. Y'all
Okay,
save
Tonight?
y'all energy this morning because now next week I'm gonna tell y'all something. Next week, my job, I get my official schedule, but I've been working this week, so I get my official schedule. You know what I'm saying? From 10, it's on like 6 a.m. to like 11 something. But I trust me, I'm getting good shit. But I'm gonna be doing my lives around like 12 something Saturday or 1 something maybe. If y'all cool with that, let me
In
know.
the afternoon?
Yeah, in the afternoon a
Oh,
little
that's
bit. I think
perfect.
it should be more convenient. You know what I'm saying? Than the
Yeah.
mornings. I do
It
want
should.
people to get
Yeah,
up.
I like
Again,
that.
I
Okay,
gotta
what
take
time would that be Eastern?
for Eastern time. It'll be like 2 something for y'all.
Yeah,
Okay.
It'll
I,
be
Okay.
I,
it'll be
Okay.
2 o'clock
Yeah.
Eastern time.
I see where you at
That works.
It should be
That
early.
works.
It'll be early for all of y'all.
Oh, that's
Then
fine.
because it's
you
9
know,
Okay.
o'clock
somebody
where
Yeah,
you
we
at
GSP
gonna
now, right?
work
shut up.
on something.
GSP shut up. We didn't approve this job, Gio. I know you did, but I
Cause
like
you
working. The reason why I'm not working at the other job, y'all, because it wasn't because I'm not gonna say I ain't get fired and nothing like that. They business just went out of business. Put it that way.
okay.
And so
Okay.
yeah, that's what happened. Me personally, I don't get fired. I
Yeah.
don't get fired at all. It's something
You
has
know
to happen
how
with the
hard you
business.
work, Gio.
Right.
Exactly. Have y'all seen it? Go look at my Instagram page. You see me in there cleaning the
No,
building out.
no,
How come I
I think,
talk to you?
Yeah.
You at
you know,
work?
I
Yeah.
seen a video where you were at work,
But I'm gonna tell
right?
y'all, don't praise me up. I want y'all to be the same way. Regardless of
Yeah.
what, man, always remember this. Get your money, go out here and work, and don't let nobody knock you for your hustle. Because
Okay.
at the
Right.
end of the day, Elizabeth, we stand for you and we stand for anything that
Right.
you hustle with. You had to take care of them kids after your mama died, bro. I don't know how I feel to
Mhm.
lose some parents, but at the end of the day, you doing that shit. So don't let these
Yeah.
other dumbasses bring you down because you taking care of the family. You took care
Right.
of Derek. Them
Right.
fool. He was in jail for 10 years. When Elizabeth popped
Yeah.
up in a couple months from now, we're gonna talk about this shit in a couple minutes. You hear me? But
Yeah.
we got your back, Elizabeth, over here. I don't give a
I
damn what
respect
nobody
it.
tell me. Ain't nobody change my mind on them. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And what Monique did last night was fucking wrong. And we're gonna talk about
Mhm.
It
that.
was
Yeah.
foul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the pictures up, but what I did was I blacked out the number and I blacked out some of that information so where you guys cannot find it because I don't like exploiting people's business
Okay.
either.
Good.
So I blacked the shit out. I edited the pictures and blacked it out.
You
But I'm gonna
redacted it.
show you what Monique be doing is shady shit she be doing. That's
Right.
why her page shut down on Instagram. We're gonna talk about that shit, but
Oh, they shut the page down. Good. Because remember, she did
Wait,
that
no,
post
I
and
don't think
delete.
they shut her page down. I think they removed the actual post. I don't think her page.
Okay.
no, people
Okay.
saying
No,
people in the
no,
comments are saying
the
people saying they
most
shut
of
that
it,
shit down. If
No,
you can
it's
go
no,
to
up.
it, go to it right now for me, Nicole. If you
It
can,
is. It's up.
it's
I'll
up.
send
Oh,
you
okay.
a screenshot of it.
So that means Monique
they gave her
deleted it.
a warning.
She thought we were gonna
They
catch it.
removed the post, but they didn't
Okay.
remove her whole
Yeah,
entire
because she
page.
basically what Monique did. Man, we're gonna talk about this shit in a minute. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
talk
talk
about
about
this shit in a minute.
it.
But I ain't gonna give y'all last words because we finna come back in a couple minutes. I'm gonna give y'all some time to, what they say, take a
Get some
10-minute break,
coffee,
take a 20, 30
some
minute break.
libations.
Yeah, 'cause it's 9 o'clock where you at, Gio, right?
Huh?
It's 9 o'clock where you at, right?
It's not a what now? Say that again.
I said it's 9 o'clock where you at, right?
Yeah, 9:53, about to be 10. So
Okay.
if we're gonna be live, make sure you go to the
Wait,
because I
Gio,
got
you
the
on
live
the
already
west?
set up.
You on the
Huh?
west coast?
Yeah, he's on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
on
I
the West
didn't know you
Coast.
was on the west coast.
Okay. So
Yep,
you
I'm on
3
the
hours
West.
behind. Okay.
But
Oh,
make sure y'all go to the page thing and go look at my lives and it'll show you the live that we finna do at 10:40,
Hit the bell
10:45.
button. I'll get the notification.
Click the recommend button and it'll let you know what's going on. But other than
Okay.
that,
Okay.
y'all, thank y'all so much for coming in here and supporting the channel. We've been up here for an hour and 38 minutes. Please, y'all, Team Jesus, I'm all the way with you. I love Jesus
oh,
too. You
that's
hear me?
right.
But on me, but hit
Yes.
the thumbs up.
We all
Hit the
need
thumbs
Jesus.
up. And
Warrior for
hit the
Christ.
comments down below of what y'all think of this last night's entire episode. Other than that, we're gonna be back in a minute with some
Peace
more
and
of
love.
that tea. Other than that,
Peace
y'all,
and
I'm
love.
gone. I think it's
Peace
safe
and
to say
love.
We can piece these people out. Oh, I forget. Maya, thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate it so much. I seen it this morning before I got on the live. Maya, thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. But other than that, we're going to piece these people out on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.